friends, this is Dishant Gautam, Associate Professor from the Department of Pharmacology. Today we will continue your second unit, Pharmacology of Drugs Acting on Cardiovascular System. In this unit, we will continue the second chapter, Hematinics, in which we will study in detail about the hematinics and its clinical significance, type of anemia, and the use of the hematinics. In addition to the iron and the vitamin B12 as a main ingredient of hematinics, the another important ingredient is the folic acid. So let us discuss about the specifications of the folic acid. First, let us go through its history. Wills identified the crude liver extract that correct macrocytic anemia and is called Wills factor, later as called as the folic acid. In 1941, Mitchell named it as a folic acid. Actually, the folic acid occurs as a yellow crystals which are insoluble in water, but its sodium salt is freely water soluble. Chemically, it is the pteryl glutamic acid consisting of pteridine plus para-aminobenzoic acid plus glutamic acid. Dietary source of the folic acid is liver, green leafy vegetables like spinach, egg, meat, milk. It is synthesized by the gut flora, but this is largely unavailable for the absorption. The requirement of the folic acid is 100 microgram in case of the normal adult, but in case of the pregnancy and the lactation, the requirement is 500 to 600 micrograms. Now, let us discuss about the pharmacokinetics of folic acid. The absorption of folic acid primarily takes place at the proximal jejunum. Conjugates hydrolase dietary pterylomonoglutamic by the conjugates. Folic acid reduced to dihydrofolate reductase to the tetrahydrofolic acid. The methylated to 5-methyl tetrahydrofolic acid get converted into the tetrahydrofolic acid in presence of methionine synthase, which is convert the tetrahydrofolic acid and becomes the folate as a cofactors. Rest 5 to 20 microgram stored in liver undergoes the enterohepatic circulation. Metabolic functions of folic acid. It helps in the conversion of homocysteine to the methionine, generation of thymidylate, which is an essential constituent of DNA, generation and utilization of formate pool, and the synthesis of purine and the pyruvate. Now, let us discuss about the utilization of the folic acid. The folic acid is present in food as polyglutamates. The additional glutamate residues are split off primarily in upper intestinal before being absorbed. Small physiological amount of folate are absorbed by specific carrier-mediated active transport in intestinal mucosa, and the folic acid is rapidly extracted by tissue and stored in the cell as polyglutamates. Now, let us discuss about the deficiency of the folic acid and the doses which fulfills the deficiency of folic acid. The diet-late malabsorption syndrome, excessive demands in pregnancy and anemia, liver disease, and in renal dialysis, or in case of the drug-induced megaloblastic anemia and teratogenic effects are responsible for the deficiency of the folic acid. The dose of folic acid is daily requirement of folic acid is 50 microgram. In case of pregnancy and lactation, it increases up to 200 to 300 microgram per day. Therapeutic dose of folic acid is 1 to 5 mg per day. The folinic acid prevention or the treatment of toxicity from the methotrexate. Actually, the folinic acids are given to prevent the toxicity by the methotrexate therapy. The methotrexate given as an anti-cancer drug or treat the gout. The folic acid given to treat the folate deficiency by phenytoin or phenobarbital in case of the convulsion. Prophylactically, it is given during the pregnancy, lactation, or using oral contraceptives. Also, it is given along with vitamin B12 to treat the megaloblastic anemia successfully and effectively. So, we made the discussion about the hematinics with the three ingredients iron, vitamin B12, and folic acid for the production and the development of the blood cells. Now, with the hematinics, some hemopoietic growth factors are also responsible for the hemopoietic process. So let us summarize about the hemopoietic growth factors. Hemopoietic growth factors maintains the balance between proliferation and the differentiation of various blood cells. They are known as cytokine growth factor glycoproteins. A response to any stimulation, or we can say stimulation, anemia and hypoxia. They regulates host defense system to inflammation. These are erythropoietin, CSF and interleukin 11. Depending on the condition of the patients, sometimes in addition to hematinics, we are using the erythropoiesis stimulating agents. These are the agents which are pharmacologically stimulates the red blood cell production. The example of erythropoiesis stimulating agent is recombinant human erythropoietin, or we can say the recombinant human erythropoietin alpha. It is produced in mammalian cell expression system. Half-life is 4 to 13 hours in patient with chronic renal failure, and epoetin alpha is generally administered 3 times a week. The another erythropoietin agent is the derbiprotein alpha. It is modified form of erythropoietin, more heavily glycosylated as a result of change in amino acids. 2 to 3 fold longer half-life than epoetin alpha, and derbiprotein is administered weekly. Another example of erythropoietin stimulating agent is glycol epoetin beta. It's an isoform of erythropoietin covalently attached to a long polyethylene glycol polymer. Single IV or subcutaneous dose at 2-week or monthly intervals. Methoxy polyethylene glycol epoetin beta should not be used for treatment of anemia caused by the cancer chemotherapy. And the another important fact is that in clinical trials, it is found significantly more death among the patient receiving this form of the erythropoietin. Now, let us discuss about its pharmacodynamics. It stimulates erythroid proliferation and differentiation by interacting with erythropoietin receptor on red cell progenitors. Erythropoietin receptor is member of the JAK-STAT superfamily of cytokine receptors. It inverse the relationship exists between the hematocrit or hemoglobin level and serum erythropoietin level. In case of the high level of endogenous erythropoietin happens due to primary bone marrow disorder, that is the aplastic anemia, leukemia, myeloproliferative and myelodysplastic disorder, etc. Most nutritional and the secondary anemias. Whereas, let us discuss about the clinical pharmacology of these agents. The availability of erythropoiesis stimulating agents are significant positive impact for the patient with several type of the anemias. The another feature that these agents are we are using to maintain a target hemoglobin up to but not exceeding 10 to 12 gram per deciliter. And we are using these agents as a supplementation to the oral and parenteral iron to increase the erythropoiesis. In some cases, the hematinic preparation, either oral or parenteral iron, fails to fulfill the demand up to 10 to 12 gram per deciliter of the hemoglobin. We are taking the support of this agent to enhance the erythropoiesis is the main clinical use of these agents. Now come to the indications of erythropoietin agents. The first indication is a patient with chronic renal failure. HIV infected patient treated with zidovudine. Cancer patient treated with myelosuppressive cancer chemotherapy, and the patient scheduled for the elective non-cardiac non-vascular surgery. Then let us discuss about the toxicity. The most common adverse effect of erythropoietin are the hypertension and the thrombotic complications. And the adverse reactions occurs due to increase in hematocrit, viscosity and peripheral resistance. Increased clot formation in AV shunt, hypertensive episodes, seizures, flu-like symptoms are the common adverse drug reactions of these agents. So, what we concluded that the hematinics is the perfect example of a teamwork that vitamin B12, iron, folic acid and the proliferation factors helpful in the growth of the blood cells work together and helps in the formation of the blood cells. So it is a perfect example of a teamwork, and so today we finish this chapter hematinics with its five subdivisions. So today it was the last fifth division. So thank you.